Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Humble Huz. This is part 2 of the ship that we're making, the pillow. By now you should have your 2 pieces ready to go so that we can join the 2 sides and make this a beautiful pillow. First, obviously you have all these threads looking out. So what we want to do is thread them in. For this you will need your yarn needle, and I will show you on one side how to do it, and then you can do the rest of them. Now it's very important that you are aware of which is the outside of the ship and which one is going to be the inside. Obviously we want to thread all of the yarn to the inside of the ship. Don't worry about the ones that we pulled up. Those will be sewn in once we join them. But all the loose pieces that you have, you're going to put it into your yarn needle. All you do is you go into some of these loops that you see, up and down, up and down. Pull it through. Now you go back, up and down. If you still have enough yarn to go back once again, then you can do that. Now you can cut the rest off. So do all of the pieces into their respective colors, and I will meet you once you're done with all of that. And by the way, sorry for the change of scenery. We are moving in a couple of weeks and I have just had to move from desk to floor to desk. You should have all of your loose threads taken care of. It should look like this, except of course for these ones, the ones that are connected. Now we have to do the outline of the ship. It's going to look like this. Alright, as you can see, I have gone around the whole ship and done an outline with the white yarn. You can pick whatever color you like for this. Okay, the reason why I do this is to make it easier once I join the 2 sides. I want to know exactly where I'm joining up. And honestly, you don't have to do it. It's not a must. Remember, crochet is very flexible, so you do what you want. But I like to do this on my projects where I go around with, I pick a color, then I know exactly that they're going to match up because I know the amount of stitches that I went into, especially on the sides. It's always hard to know, and this way I can just repeat the same on the other side. For this piece, I started back here, the back of the ship, and I went all the way around. Okay, now I'm going to take my second piece and I can start it here, or I can do the same. I can just have it looking already the correct way. So once you do the first piece, you'll know the number of stitches that you'll have on the side. All right, so if you start on the same spot as me, back here, you're going to take your yarn, the one that you pick, and you can either make a slip knot again or just start by doubling the yarn. You're going to put your hook through this stitch where you finish the white. Put it through there. Take your yarn and pull your yarn through. Chain 1. We're going to work with single crochets only. Move on to this next stitch with a single crochet. Sorry, if you don't remember the single crochet, you just insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. So this will be your second single crochet. Continue. To round the corner, you will do another single crochet into this same stitch. Like I mentioned, it's always harder to get the correct stitches on the side because everything just looks like a big mess. I don't like working on the sides. So you see there's a space right there. I'll do my first single crochet in there. So that's 1. Now, it's not the end of the world if you happen to miss a stitch or you have an extra. Somehow we can work around that. All right, I will see you when you're done with outlining both of your pieces. All right, you have gone around and you're back where you started. You did your last stitch, and then with the first stitch that you started, you're going to insert your hook through both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, and that same loop you pull it through the one that is on your hook. So you're going to do a slip stitch. Now I already cut off my yarn, so I'm just going to pull this through and I am going to tighten it. I'm going to make 3 knots. How did it go? It's a little frustrating, right? Sometimes on the sides to get the right stitches and then comparing it to the other side. Yes, I understand completely. Let's set the pillow aside for a second, or I should say the stuffing, and let's grab our 2 crochet pieces and line them up the way we want to join them. This is the inside of that one. We're going to take our, whichever color you picked for the outline, you'll take that yarn again. Decided that I'm going to start here, so right before the front of the ship. I mean, this is the front of the ship, but I am not going to start here. I'm going to start over here. It'll be easier to show you. Okay, remember when we were doing the outline of the ship, one of the stitches, we went into this main part where the red and the white connect. So that's the stitch that we're going to pick. Insert your hook. Now go across and find that same stitch, and it's easy to see. Insert your hook through there. Take your yarn, double it, so form a loop, pull it through, and now chain 2. The reason we're chaining 2 is because we are going to work with half double crochet stitches all around. A half double crochet goes like this. You yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch, because this chain of 2 counts as one of the stitches. Then yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Okay, again into those next stitches. So yarn over, insert on one side, into the corresponding one on the other side, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Obviously now we need to finish closing this up, and it's difficult because you have to, you know, squeeze it and crochet those last pieces. But you can do it. Well, that was hard, wasn't it? It's always that last little step. It's quite hard to get the pillow together. But we are now here on that last stitch, and you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch that you made, yarn over and pull up a loop and pull that loop through the one that is on your hook, so a slip stitch. Now you can cut off this yarn, pull it through, kind of like making a knot, and then with the yarn that we started with, I'm going to make a knot or two. Now you can take your yarn needle, both of the strings through there, and then insert into the pillow. Bring it back out somewhere over here, the needle, but as you're bringing it out, you will be able to hide that yarn in there. Okay, so it's somewhere hidden in there. And there's your pillow, your ship pillow. Now, if you would like to put some pom-poms on the bottom of the ship, that is completely optional. And that is it. You have done a ship pillow. I hope you had fun. I hope you didn't get too frustrated. It does require some patience, but I am sure whoever you're making this pillow for is going to love it. As usual, thank you for watching. Please follow me on Instagram and tag me with your work. You know, I always love seeing what you're making, and I will see you next time here on my channel, Hambojas. Bye!